Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action.
And for defeats, hailing out of Beaufort, Smoking Joe Frazier. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the leg corner, Big.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. Boy, does he know how to do that. Smoking Joe Frazier with a well-placed hook. Committing to the work downstairs with the left. You buy a ticket to a Joe Frazier fight, you have grand expectations.
Yeah, and you have expectations that you're not going to be going to get a hot dog or going to get a soda. You better sit in your seat, have your eyes glued, because he's coming out after that man.
Teddy, what advice did you consistently give to a fast fighter in a situation like this? A speed fighter will be fighting a guy close.
Put yourself in position where you can use that speed, where you can control things, the dimensions you want. Stay on the outside, be able to use that ring. Make the guy walk to you. Make the guy burn up.
Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. That right hand over the top lands flush. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Joe Frazier. Smoking Joe with a good solid left hand. That is a strong uppercut there. Smoking Joe Frazier lands a big uppercut. Left to the body. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Joe Frazier's on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. Keep working the body. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Joe Frazier. Frazier lands the hook. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Nowhere close, that punch by Joe Frazier. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Frazier's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. We come to the end of the round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, the punch stats prove it, but obviously, listen, if you're going to work more than the other guy, you're going to win the round.
Yes, you are. Usually, as long as those punches have eyes, as long as they're getting into scoring areas, clean shots.
You let this guy get away. Come on, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands in there. All right, let's go. Listen, you need to move your head.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Frazier's on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. responds to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. Now hugging on the inside.
Keep your head moving.
Frazier's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. Joe Frazier's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. He has that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. Halfway through round number 2. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Solid hook upstairs. Joe Frazier reminds me of one of those cartoons right now with birdies flying around his head. He needs to get rid of those cobwebs and find a way to stay in this fight. Joe Frazier's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Show you his blocking ability. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Resourceful hook by Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier's on the inside landing hooks now. Boy, his opponent, I'm surprised he's not able to defend himself better than that. Very effective with the block and then the score. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier lands a big left hand. Right back at you. Counter power punch. Frazier's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good solid jab. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Unable to score with the hook. This round comes to an end. And as it does, and I look at this fighter, I can't help but think, did anybody at all teach him defense? Why is it that guys have such a tough time grasping the defensive side of this sport?
Well, there's not enough teachers around, because if you're a trainer, other than just throwing a towel over your shoulder to get in that gym, really what shows you know something is being able to teach somebody the technique, the science of getting away from punches. A lot of these trainers don't know how to teach that, and it shows up.
Considering the fact that in the last round, he got tagged hard, he looks great right now to open up this round.
Well, I'm not shocked, because I think he has character. I think there's substance to him. And the only way that you find the mettle of a person is when you test him, when you push him up against the cliff. And he's being tested now, and he's showing what he's made of.
Laying a trap there for a moment and then scoring that counter punch by Joe Frazier. Right to the head with that right. Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Joe Frazier. And a big hook lands. Big shot there. Maybe the most destructive blow in all of boxing. That body shot is debilitating. He is down. So Joe Frazier goes down and now rises to his feet.
And now he has to make sure that he kills some time. Gets in close where he can smother his opponent.
Joe Frazier is hurt and he's going to clinch.
Usually Frazier's doing the hurting, so this is new territory for Joe Frazier.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Oh, Teddy, he is hurt, but he's trying to throw back.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world. I know it's his...
Big shot he just scored with. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught, have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now, he needs them right now.
A huge shot countering back. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. Unable to connect by Joe Frazier. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Big shot up top. He really got to him there. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, and gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later, and something you got to start early and stay with.
Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
All right, breathe. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some water in. You're good. You all right? You're okay, right?
Wow, what a fight we've had so far. Just a chance to catch our breath as we start round number 4. They've traded knockdowns. Now you have them up 2 rounds to 1, Teddy. What's your thinking there?
My thinking is that the corners, they have indigestion. You know, they're looking for a little Malox or something to settle their stomachs. But the audience, they're having a good time because they know it can happen again.
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Well, Teddy, you get in a spot like this, and everybody has their eyes on the fighter who was just knocked down in the last round. What do you look for? What tells you right away that you know what his status is?
Well, two things. The easiest one is the legs, Joe. I want to see if they're steady, if they're firm, if he's okay. But the next thing is his personality, believe it or not. It's kind of like when you go out to a bar with someone, they have a few drinks, and all of a sudden they're a different person. You know they're drunk. Well, I want to see whether or not my fighter's drunk. If he starts rushing at the guy, starts acting in a way that he's never acted before, I know it's time to pull the plug.
Close the distance.
A sharp hook to the head by Joe Frazier. And he ties up on the inside. Well-placed hook there. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Always a treat to see Joe Frazier in action. He would be an all-time great no matter what era he fought in. Unfortunately, his career paralleling the era of Muhammad Ali and really defined by that yin and yang, that teeter-totter of him and Ali.
Fred Astaire would say, fortunately, Ginger Rogers was around because he had a partner. Ali was that partner that helped define Frazier.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
A snapping hook by Joe Frazier.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Frazier's really bringing a lot with that uppercut, Teddy. How much of a factor is the lower body in bringing the power behind that?
Well, that's a good question. That's everything. You ever watch Tiger Woods when he's hitting a golf ball? You know, he just drives his lower body through that ball. Well, it's the same thing. With your lower body, you hit, you rotate them, and you just drive that lower body up into your punch.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Seconds to go in the 4th. almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. And as we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I noticed is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Come on, careful.
Commits to the straight right.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I like that 2-punch combo by Joe Frazier. Hits him in the mug with the right. A flush hook scores well for him. A solid uppercut by Joe Frazier. Missed the body shot. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Carries that punch away. Oh, what a hook upstairs. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Good, solid right hand. Solid. He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's over. This fight is over. Joe Frazier's not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts,
You know, Teddy, not long ago when we put up your scorecard on the screen, I noticed somebody from his corner looking up at the big Jumbotron here in the arena. They knew he was losing this fight.
Yeah, but that's smart use of information. They got it to him, they let him know, and they got the results they wanted, they needed.
The result, a knockout victory. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.